We do it like. Welcome back to another video. In this video, as you see, we're continuing our extension. Last time we made the brackets that are going to be holding down the beam, and this time we're going to dig out the holes, pour in the foundation, and we're going to be using buckets. So instead of doing our normal 70 centimeter deep blocks or foundations, we're going to be doing kind of floating foundation, which means that it's not going to be deep enough where the frost doesn't affect it. But of course, this is a wood structure and it's not going to bother it that much. When you're making something from stone or brick, you don't want it to be moving around because then it's going to crack. But wood is a lot more tolerant in that sense and it's able to move a bit around. That's why we're not worrying so much, because usually you can build the foundations for these pretty much that size, and we're going to be even making some bit smaller. You can buy blocks like that with pre-made brackets like we made, so you can actually buy blocks like that and just dig them into the ground and make them. But that is of course pretty expensive. I think 40 euros per one, and pouring this is pretty easy. It's only 8 buckets we need to pour. So as you saw at the start, we already flattened it out, so now it's ready, and we are gonna now measure it, mark it, and dig out the holes that the buckets go into. And then we have to build actually the beam that's gonna go across, so we can make a precisely leveled beam and cement them in perfectly, the brackets. Instead of trying to balance each bracket, we're just gonna make it all in one. So let's get started.
All this effort we're putting in it, you're putting in it, could have found another bucket.
Yeah, but this is a perfectly good bucket.
And the reason why we're not putting both is because David is scared because it's gonna have like this hollow bottom.
Yeah, it's gonna settle after a while.
Yeah. So it's not the best. So I guess we're making a mess. Magic.
Pretty good, no? So as you can see, all the buckets have been digged in, and now we are ready for the cement. But before actually we pour the cement, we're gonna prepare it by bringing the gravel, bringing the cement mixer, bringing a bag of cement. But we also need to prepare the wood that's gonna go across. It's probably not going to be very level. We're going to make the level part on the top, which is going to be actually the roof, so the roof is all nice and straight. But the wall itself might be a bit shorter on that side or other way around, because I think it's a slope down. And for us to maybe make a difference, it might be too much, but we're going to see it. We're going to test it once we actually build the contraption that's going to go across here. So let's get started, prepare it, then go get the wood and build this out. It's quite a lot of work still left, but I think we can manage it today. Hello. Oh shit.
Excuse me. You know our voice way too good. Huh? You little
Excuse me.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
So as you can see, we are done with this giant 12-meter beam, so it's quite long. As you can saw from the videos, it's not the most straightest, but I think it's good enough. The wood is also a bit crooked. We did get it pretty cheap, and it's our fault that we did not put small gaps between, so it did get a bit crooked now that it was drying, but it's pretty dry, honestly. For a few months of sitting, it's dried pretty well. So we're gonna be leaving the wood when pouring the cement, which is kind of, I don't really enjoy it, because also gonna make these brackets all dirty with cement. But it is the easiest way of keeping all the brackets in a nice straight line, keeping them the perfect height that we need, and making all this level. So let's start mixing the cement, fill them up, and we are done. Let it cure, and we're gonna have a nice strong foundation.
Really stupid amount.
So we are done. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks the same, but just with the concrete in the bucket. And I think it's gonna be solid. We're gonna see in 2 days, 3 days, once it fully is dry. And I don't think it's going anywhere. It's pretty much like we're anchoring it down. It's more less of a foundation, more like anchors. So yeah, that's looking a lot better. And then after it dries, we're pretty much ready to go up and roof. And then we're ready for this place to be filled up with wood. The ground here is not the best, it's not the straightest, but it's perfectly fine for some wood storage. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and we're gonna see you next time. Bye bye.
But the tractor saved us some.
Quite a lot of work.